ladies. I'm doing a trying to conceive questionnaire video so those that are new in watching my vlogs can kind of get to know me a little better. I actually look halfway decent today. Most of the other videos you see me in, I'm just like running around town and not really caring. So today I was home and had some time. But the first question is how long have you been trying? Well, we got married in 2008 in November. We have our 4-year anniversary coming up, and we wanted to try right away. The first year and a half, however, we tried all natural, and so we realized we had problems then. So about 4 years. How many kids do I have? I don't have any. I have quite a few angels. I have a daughter, Mariah, a son, Aaron Jr., a ectopic that got really progressed that we named Baby Turkey because they were actually due around this Turkey Day, this Thanksgiving. So that'll kind of be hard. My due date was November 18th. So I have lots of angels, no living children. How old are you and hubby? We are actually both 25. He's only a month older than I am. So he was born in February, I was born in March. How long have you been married? It'll be 4 years in November 15th. What are some crazy things you do to try to conceive while trying to conceive? I do the pillow after we have sex. I am not really picky about the positions that we do because I feel like for crying out loud, you gotta have some fun. And the whole missionary thing all the time is ridiculous. And honestly, a lot of teenagers get pregnant in the backseat of a car on top of their boyfriend. So the reality of the situation is whether it's from behind, you on top, him on top, if you're gonna get pregnant, you'll get pregnant. So don't worry about that much. That's my take on it. So I do the pillow underneath, and I keep it there for about 20 minutes, and I have a weird ritual. Like, I don't like to completely clean everything out because the whole point is you want stuff to stay in there, and that's the biggest thing I get with a lot of women is it's like, you know, obviously not IVFers because you spread your legs and you have it all taken care of for you, but is you don't want to clean it out, but you don't just like want to go to sleep in your bed, and it's just like it can get weird and gross and stuff. Well, what I do is I have a pair of underwear by the side of the bed, and I have a pad put in them, and I just put them on after sex, and I wash up the next morning. It works. I mean, we've gotten pregnant doing that, and that way I feel like I still keep my sheets clean, and it's okay. How well does your hubby know all about the trying to conceive cycle? He's pretty good about it. Normally though, he knows that there's like a 24-day, 29-day cycle, depending on, but he can kind of know when it's time to start pregnancy testing and all those things. So I don't think he knows as much as I do, obviously, because it's my body, but he knows quite a bit. Have you been diagnosed with any kind of infertility? Yes. I have been diagnosed with PCOS, so I do not conceive on my own. Never have. I can go a year with only 1 or 2 periods. So I don't ovulate on my own. And if I do ovulate, which I have had cycles on my own, is normally they're bad eggs. They're eggs that have been sitting on my ovaries for a long time. And I also have an incompetent cervix, which is considered a branch of infertility. That is how we lost my son and my daughter. What keeps you busy in the 2-week wait? I've never been one of those that's like dying over the 2-week wait. I guess I'm kind of lucky. I don't know, life. My pets, my ferrets, my house cleaning. I mean, I also have like meetup groups that I'm a part of. My dog has a play group. I have an infertility group. I mean, I'm pretty busy. On what day do you usually ovulate? Um, Without Clomid, I have no damn idea. But when I'm on Clomid, I tend to ovulate, depending on what days I take it. If I take it days 5 through 9, I tend to ovulate pretty late, like cycle day 20, which is weird. So like even when my period's technically due, it's like not really due. It's weird. It's like cycle day 17 to 20. But now that I've been taking it days 3 through 7, I notice that I'm ovulating like around day 15, 14, 15. What sex are you hoping for? Honestly, I want a healthy baby. I've had a boy and a girl that are angels, and they were both a blessing. There's a part of me, of course, that wants the girl to like, you know, the ribbons, the bows, the tutus. I have a lot of girl stuff that I bought for Mariah, and that pregnancy of, oh, you know, now that this is the only pregnancy that hasn't been a tubal and everything's in the uterus, it's going to be fine, right? So I have so much girl stuff. It would be nice to put it to use. There are a few things that are Mariah's and always will be, and my future children will never use, and that's like her cap that she came home in and her blanket that we wrapped her in. But like her clothes, yeah, I want to get use out of them. My husband, of course, wants a boy because he just wants a rough and tumble, and which is funny because I don't think he understands that if he had a girl, she would be all his and she wouldn't care about me anyways. Like daddy's girl all the way, I'm sure. But at the end of the day, we both could care less what sex the baby is. How many Prego books do you have? 1, 2. I have one for my husband. It's actually called The Caveman's Pregnancy Companion. That's funny. Men don't like to read pregnancy books. Men don't really like to get into like the whole, you know, if she's squatting in this position during labor, what do you do? It's actually like a comic book setup, and it's really funny. He was laughing the entire time he was reading it, so I recommend that one. I would say I myself have 3. I have 3 pregnancy books. PCOS and Your Fertility. I have the Keep It Simple series pregnancy book. I also have What to Expect When You're Expecting. And I also have Pregnancy After Loss. So I think that's 4. I don't know. So those are the books I have. How many pregnancy tests do you go through a cycle? Well, I normally start testing like 5 to 6 days before pregnancy. That's when Mariah's test was blaring. So I normally start then. I have the really cheap Wandolphos or Wandfos. They're great. Everyone's like, oh no, they're so cheap. They told me before a first response did. With all of my children, I would take it and I would go, oh my gosh. And the great thing is they're purple. There's no like blue, really light color to begin with. They're like purple. So you can see a really faint line pretty easily. And then I would go get a first response, and then it would be like, yes. So I go through 1 a day. So I would say 5 to 6 of the Wandolphos, which is the cost of like $1, $2 worth. And then if I get a positive or a faint positive, then I will use one of the first responses. What have you bought for your baby in pregnancy already? I have stopped doing future purchases. Losing a son and a daughter and a left tube will do that to you. I don't buy anything in hopes anymore. I have plenty of stuff. We're not even going to set up the nursery until 30 plus weeks. And we're not even having a baby shower. We're going to have a welcome to the world party where Aaron and I, at the 6-8 week checkup, all clear. We're going to fly to Washington, 2-hour flight, and we're going to have this huge party for everyone that can come, that can fly in. Like, there's no baby shower. I sent out my baby shower invitations, and everyone was receiving them on Mariah's death date. So I've had to deal with, you know, thinking things are going to be fine, and I don't want to deal with that. I also had to come home from the hospital after giving birth to her and cremating her to all of her stuff on our living room floor because people had sent us stuff and we had bought stuff, and I'm not doing that again. It's not that I'm negative, it's just the reality of the situation. What themes and designs do you like for a nursery? We have an amazing design figured out. We are going to do Lilo and Stitch. It's unisex. It's my favorite movie. The meaning of Ohana. Ohana means family. Family means no one gets left behind or forgotten. It keeps their past brother and sister and siblings in the picture, and it means a lot to our family that you know, every life is important and no one gets left behind. And I love the whole theme of the movie, so we're going to be doing like a ocean Hawaiian theme with dolphins and sea turtles and Lilo and Stitch stuff. I have lots of Lilo and Stitch stuff, so that's our theme. Do you plan to do pregnancy vlogs when you get pregnant? Of course. If I'm doing vlogs now and I'm not pregnant, I will do them for you. I don't, it's kind of hard because I understand how it is to have like someone's pregnancy thrown up in your face when you're really struggling with it and trying for it. So I kind of, I guess, want to keep it to the point where I'm like, I'm not posting belly pics, or I'm not getting on and going, oh my god, like I felt a kick today. Well, no shit, Sherlock, you're pregnant. You're going to feel a kick. I mean, I don't think everyone has to know every single detail, but I think I will be doing a lot of therapy blogging in the sense of that I will be crying and I will be scared, and, you know, tools that I will try to share with others that I'm doing to help stay calm and stress-free in pregnancy, because those are things I think that even non-pregnant people can take and learn, like, and get something from. It's not going to be just me and my big old belly in the way all the time. So, yeah, that is that. So any questions or anything, just comment below and let me know. All right, bye.